Developments on a story we told you about yesterday. Correctional officer stabbed in downtown Milwaukee early morning hours prior to the rush hour into downtown, but a very popular area, a lot of walking traffic around that area of State Street. And we're learning more information on the suspect. And John joins us in studio.
Yeah, exclusive information about the suspect, you guys. This is fascinating and disturbing at the same time. What we know is a 41-year-old male who was held at the House of Correction for an extensive period of time on multiple occasions, showed back up as correctional officers were beginning their workday. Here's what we know about the suspect. Most recently found guilty but not guilty due to mental disease or defect, battery, disorderly conduct. He was ordered on January 19th to report to the Department of Health Services because of mental health issues. We don't know why on March 5th, yesterday, he was free and walking around and able to show up at the jail. I have in my hand the criminal complaint, why he was in jail most recently, and it was for that misdemeanor battery disorderly conduct charge. And listen to this. When he was in jail a few months ago, he got charged because officers were trying to move this suspect to a different part of the jail complex, and he began to punch officers in the face, kicking, resisting. They tried to tase him. That did not work. Many officers had to restrain him. Officers were injured. That's why he was in for this latest charge. I've reached out to his attorney, and I'm just updating my email in real time here. My source, who's a longtime law enforcement source, says clearly this guy has an extensive and serious mental health issue, mental health history, mental health problems. He has a rap sheet that goes back to 2007.
Oh, wow.
And in multiple counties, Milwaukee, Marathon, Brown. This guy has been in trouble with the law for domestic abuse, battery, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, felony bail jumping on numerous occasions. And we have his name, but we're choosing not to report his name because he has not yet been charged related to that stabbing yesterday. But clearly somebody who my sources all tell me has a very serious mental health issue. And the big question is, how's this guy walking around when he's got a rap sheet longer than my arm, and mental health is a major issue in this case?
He obviously has not only the history of mental disease, but an aggressive past. Do we know yet whether he actually knew personally the correctional sergeant?
My source tells me that they knew each other, and I don't know any more detail than that, but he was in the House of Correction most recently for 237 days. So the two knew each other. He definitely knew who the officer was. I don't know. I want to know, did they have a prior relationship?
Right.
Yeah, was it targeted?
Did they have an issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know the answer to that, but we do know that the district attorney's office may file charges sometime later today. If they don't today, they will in the next couple of days. But this is a person who is deeply disturbed, has had a lot of contact with the law, was out on the streets after being ordered to report to the Department of Health Services, and that's the part we don't know. So he was ordered to report to them for 180 days, and that was on January 19th.
Yeah, did he ever get there?
Did he ever get there? Did he walk away from there? He was in the House of Correction for 237 days most recently. Was that time given as credit that would have allowed him to be out from DHS? Those are things we don't know. As I mentioned, I've reached out to his attorney, his last known attorney, to try to find out. But this guy was 41 years old and most recently found guilty but not guilty is the term due to mental disease or defect for battery and disorderly conduct. So we're continuing to dig on this story, but that's some information about the suspect in this case.
Yeah, charges are pending. John and Julia will have much more coming up on Wisconsin's Afternoon News today at 3 o'clock. Thank you, John.
Yeah, thanks for letting me join you.